Okay. Well, if it's normally the Scarab God and it's gonna be budget, then we can just call it like the Scarab Lord. But
Okay.
we need to wait, like Lord
The,
Farquaad.
the Beetle Lord, because it's not exactly Scarab.
Yeah, well, I gotta wait to see what the budget is yet, and then I'll make the name accordingly. If it's like $60, he'll be Lord Farquaad.
I think he also wanted to build it more like a control deck that used Scarab God to reanimate like good like control creature stuff. Like,
Yeah,
because when you
and,
have pit
and
eight,
a Demir ETB deck, I know. Yeah, I understand.
because when we
People
were
people think that's the best way to build Scarab God is zombies. It's not. It's ETB. That's where he
yeah,
shines.
yeah, he cucked us with like, because he's like, I'm gonna play the what's that bitch? The when ETBs every sacks a creature or discards a card if you can't, and like I countered it, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna reanimate it.
Yes. Scare, and it's hard to interact with the reanimation because it's a ability.
Yep.
Also, I believe it's from anyone's graveyard,
Yes, it's anyone's graveyard.
which is really strong.
Um. So I guess it would kind of be more like reanimator shenanigans and less like zombies.
You could play some reanimator. There's also it's good to like probably play like the things that put things in the graveyard, like Buried Alive and stuff like that. There's no reason not to play that. Final Parting, things like that. There's absolutely no reason not to play reanimator stuff in a Dimir deck because they're like symmetrical for the most part. Like you can animate from any graveyard, so they're usually just good. Like I play all of them in my monocolor deck. God forbid I had blue as well for
So he
Villas.
says 300 is the top. He wants to focus on ETBs with
Yes,
his commander ability and control
exactly. Yeah.
So
Okay.
playing Scarab control.
$300 is a very good price. That's a lot. That gives us a lot of stuff he can do.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Dimir has the easiest and most efficient kill in the game right now.
Yep.
So $300 is more like the Beetle Lord. Is that spelled right? BET. Is it two T's?
No, I think it's two T's.
Beetle. Well, it's telling me no.
Or
It's EAT.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay, we're both dumb.
Beetle Lord. Okay, got it. Alright, so Scarab God. Great commander.
So we don't want to run. I guess we don't really want to run like any type of mill strategy. You just want to kind of play just like more like control
Buried Alive.
stuff.
But no mill, but stuff like Buried Alive is good. Oh my god, it's $10? Well, it's $300. It's fine. Final Parting.
We'll figure it out. Yeah.
Final Parting is insane in this deck. How much is it too? Let's just find that out real quick. Entomb is $6, but Buried Alive is 10. How does that make sense?
Because Buried Alive puts more.
Violent Tumor? That seems good.
That's a cool ETB effect, and it's technically still a zombie, so it does have some shenanigans there.
Yeah, definitely Violent Tumor because it's any card. So he said he wants a control deck, so it's gonna have like counter spells and like Rift and stuff, right?
Counter, kill, yes, and like some good ETB stuff.
Okay, so let's worry about the creatures first. So I like Mnemonic Wall. That's really good in. So also his win cons can be like the Peregrine Drake combo.
You just gotta make sure we don't exile them, yeah.
Well, yes, don't do it from your graveyard. Ghostly Flicker. It's just this is a good ETB combo. We can also play a Time Warp. What's the cheapest extra turn spell that doesn't exile itself? Is it Time Warp?
I think so. That or check the was temporal master. Is it not master? No, not mastery.
That exiles.
What's what's the one that just says like you take an extra turn for 5 mana?
Manipulation.
Is that what it is? Yeah.
Temporal. Same price.
The buyback one.
Oh, Walk the Aeons? Okay, yeah. That could be the budget one. Cause then we can also play like things that blink. So like Thassa, right? Is it Thassa? Or am I thinking of the wrong card? Yes, this one. Okay, cool. So a combo is Mnemonic Wall or Archaeomancer with an extra turn spell and a card like Conjurer's Closet. This is one that I like in Urion. A card that blinks every turn with an extra turn spell that doesn't exile itself.
Mm-hmm.
That's a strong one. Because obviously extra turns. The thing is, all of these are just good in blink decks. So why would you not play them? You know.
Solemn Simulacrum is pretty good in the blink deck.
Definitely want a Solemn. Ravenous Chupacabra.
Ooh, Urtai Resurrected, because it's like a
Ooh,
counterspell.
I like that. I like that. I love me some Urtai. He kills and counters.
Wait, did we put Entomb in the deck?
Yes, it's only $6.
And no, I don't like that thing. I was thinking of there's that Micromancer that lets you search your library for a mana value 1 card, but I don't know if it's worth it just to get a 1-drop.
I do like the Kasali Lore Mage, I think it's called.
Oh wait, you think that?
Yes, Auric Lore Mage. This thing.
That thing, yeah.
Love this thing. I don't know. I don't know how many of those we're gonna play.
Yo, what if we also play the Professor Onyx combo? Because I know Onyx, like, it's just like another way you could potentially win, and it's not very expensive or like.
Oh, Chain of Smog? Yeah.
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 Could that just be another thing if you're playing the control aspect and we just running counter spells, some draw spells, and eventually you just get to the point where you go Professor Onyx, Chain of Smog,
Maul Drifter.
Yep. Oh,
Lord
maybe
of
some
Change.
of the sack outlet, the sack creatures.
Lord of Change. Oh, like the ones that sack your creatures and you get to draw off of them. You're saying?
No, I meant like when the ETB everybody sacrifices.
Yes, yeah, Playcrafter.
Yeah, Playcrafter.
There's also the new Sheoldred.
Because isn't it like everybody sacks, right?
No.
Or is that just your opponents?
Seriously, you're not gonna? Is it one word?
Wait, what are you looking up?
Playcrafter.
I think I think it might be.
Wow,
I can't believe Sheoldred's almost $100 now.
This one.
Each opponent sacrifices a non-target creature or planeswalker. Okay.
And then the backside that each opponent discards 3 cards and fills 3, and then you reanimate all their stuff. I don't know if we need it.
That's kind of cool.
It's a very expensive like thing that lets you just sacrifice things. I don't know if like we 100% need it. I'll put it in the maybe board for now. Okay. It's definitely a cool card. Love me some Mole Drifter. Hi Marty, You're here.
Welcome back, dude.
Yes, Mole Drifter's great.
I think Feed the Swarm again is another just great removal.
Yes. I want to get all the removal creatures, so we got Noxious Gearhulk that we love. Yeah. What's the other one called?
It's the Prismari command.
Prismaris Infiltrator.
Yeah.
I think that's what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
Prismaris. Prismari, maybe?
Uh,
No.
no, because not. It's really. I know it's really close.
Infiltrator. Something like that. Damn it! I can never remember the stupid name. Cause it's from Warhammer, so it's like
Yeah.
it's got a really hard name. Hi, how you doing? Evolved creatures seem pretty good in this
Oh,
deck.
it's Prismaris. So it's Prim,
There we go.
and it's what Eliminators or Eliminator.
Seriously, not coming up.
It's Aris. Yeah, Primaris. And put the S at the end. There it
Eliminator.
is.
God, it's so hard to find. Do we want a massacre worm?
You know, I was just about to say Massacre Worm. Yeah.
It's very budget.
You know, this almost reminds me of, like, a lot of the black cards that we run from when I did my minus deck.
Yes. Well, they're just a lot of them are good. So we got Noxious Gearhulk, Chupacabra, Infiltrator. Let's check on Archon of Cruelty's price. He's a disgusting ETB. That I feel like that's worth it. $9 for how bullshit he is. Oh, also I want Runescar Demon. Because Sidisi might be a little too much. I'll check her, I guess. $7. It can go in for now. And I want to put in Runescar Demon. Again, we might need to shave cards because of budget reasons, but we'll figure that out. Oh, he's down to $3. Nice.
Baleful Strix. That's just like imagine making Baleful Strix a 4/4.
Yeah.
Plus, I think he runs one in there.
No, Baleful Strix is great. Because there isn't a lot of multi-draw ETB cards, so... we could also run some animates, so animated... Dance of the Dead might be a lot. This is the problem with playing black. Yeah. Maybe not that one. How much is Reanimate? No. Not answering my question. Oh, it just got reprinted? Hold. Pause. Oh my god.
Yeah. Boo.
Yeah. What Reanimate stuff then? There's one that I like that like gives the initiative. It's like 5 mana. I'm trying to remember the name of the card. It's a 5 mana or Reanimate. Hold on.
You know, it'd be also really kind of gross and kind of mean. Agent of Treachery. It is a little pricier though.
Okay, hold on. We'll talk about that in a second. Agent of Treachery is not bad. From the Catacombs, that's what it's called. Let's look at that. From the Catacombs. $0.26. Put target creature card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control with a corpse counter on it. You take the initiative. If a creature would leave the battlefield, exile it instead of putting it anywhere else. But it does have escape. I don't like things getting exiled. Maybe not. What did you say? Did you say something?
Oh, I was saying, wait, what was? I just had something on my mind. I was reading it. I said Agent of Treachery.
Yes,
Like, I know
Agent of
it's kind of
Yes.
mean, but
No, it's fine. I like Meteor Golem.
oh yeah, yeah. And depending what spells we run, we could run a Torrential Gearhole because he's budget now.
Training Grounds.
Training Grounds
Yep.
for reduction of activate. Oh right, right.
It's $3
And I
now.
forgot it got reprinted. Right, right.
What was the card you said?
I was saying, depending on our spell choice, I don't know where we're gonna go, but Torrential Gearhulk is a really cool ETB effect, and he's kind of a beefy boy.
Sure.
But it also depends what spells we're running. Because he is only instants, so it'd have to be instant. But I figure we're gonna run like some decent counter spells and removal spells.
Maybe Snap then. How much is Snapcaster? Let's check.
Ooh, I think Snap is still up there because he's not as bad as he once was.
Well, we're gonna hold off on some of these cards until we like see the price of everything.
Oh, you know a cool new ETB card like is Aether Channeler.
Either channeler.
So you either when he enters, you either make a bird, you return another
Oh
non-land,
yes, I know.
or draw a card.
Yes.
And we got Sad Robot, right?
Solemn.
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
Do you think we could actually make Gray Merchant work? Or is it just too hard with two colors?
It's doable.
I mean, if we have the infinite blink effect, we could just blink him. That could be another ETB. Like once we make like infinite mana with targeting the two, then we just change. Our targets
we also do need like a payoff as well, right? So like.
So if we do Archaeomancer and if we get into and we draw our whole deck, we make the infinite mana. We draw our deck and then we have Gray Merchant. We just win with Gray Merchant.
Right, but we could also just play like a Jace or like a Labman or like a
another really annoying ETB effect, which is actually really good. I don't think we haven't played as much as Sludge Monster. That's the thing that turns things into 2/2 slimes with no abilities.
I like that.
That is so annoying and is going to make some people really mad. So we should totally run it.
What were you just talking? Jace Wielder Mysteries. He also obviously can run, Thoracle if he really wanted to. This is not a bad Thoracle deck. No, not that one.
If that Japanese Jace is $70, that can't be. Maybe. I mean, it's only had its one printing.
Do we want another thing that wins when we draw, or are we just gonna live with Jace doing it? Do we want a Phyrexian Reclamation?
We could, yeah.
I don't see any reason why we don't. What other animation can we use that's like budget? Because Reanimate and Dance from the Dead, like all... And that doesn't deal us like a fuck ton of life. Anything goes onto the battlefield. Mm-hmm.
Okay, no. It's the foils for that much. Okay. When camera appears, just play return a blue black. I don't like that. What about Dread Return, the one that you sacrifice, or it's just 4 mana return?
Yeah, that's not bad either.
I mean, at worst, it's just 4 mana, and if we have a bunch of things we don't care about, we get sacrifice.
We can also dump it. Yeah, exactly. We can dump it, and Grave Titan's fun. How much is he right now?
Phyrexian Delver. He's a creature that also reanimates with an ETB effect.
Yeah, you do take damage, but it's fine. Having a creature that can do it is good. Should we play a way to gain life? We could, I see no reason why we can't play Gray Merchant. Even if it's, not the biggest one in the world.
Oh, also, Victimize. Because if we make a token, we could sack the token that we make to get 2 things back.
Oh, victimize, yeah. Oh, smart.
Can't believe Buried Alive and Uncommon is like worth that much right now. It's crazy.
Uh,
I think you just kind of want to put in some good like reaction spells
is
or
there
like
any other draw ones that we want to play, or like, do we have all the good ones? I got Lord of Change, which is the draw 3. I got Muldrifter. We got Baleful Strix.
um. So what's a good ETB draw creature? Oh, no, because you have to pay mana into that, so it's not as good.
Ingaruk's Wake.
I love me in Garuk's Wake.
This also might be a good to create a pain deck because you don't care about board wiping yourself, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then you get to draw all the cards. Because that's like it's a very budget board wipe that draws like 1,000,000,000 cards.
Yeah, it's true.
You don't care about things being in the graveyard. That's like your second hand. For everybody. This deck should probably play a lot of board wipes. Now that I'm thinking about it.
There's an expensive one that's actually kind of cool called the Blood Money, which is kind of a newer one that you destroy all creatures, and for each non-token destroyed this way, you get a tapped treasure token. They say taps just so you can't like board wipe and like I have 50 million mana right now.
Yeah.
I will next turn.
Yes. Do we want any creatures that like enter and sack one of our creatures and like draw? You know?
It's true because our commander does make them 4/4s.
Also, do we just want to play the guy that you can tap him and sack a creature and draw equal to the power? The guy that you can keep using?
Shadowheart.
Is it one word?
Yeah, it's I think it's her name.
Which one?
Claire, that one.
It came up. Anyway. Board wipes are fun. Yes. It just seems good. And if you're a control deck, like, let's look at how much Deluge and Damnation are.
I know Deluge had a reprinting not too long ago, but it's still really good
$20.
card.
That's a lot.
You know, Toxic Deluge is a lot cheaper because it had another reprinting, I guess. I think it looks like it's getting printed in one of the new decks that are coming out in the precons. It's the new set symbol, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Wow, we're getting Toxic Deluge reprint. I should pick one up.
It's it's $8. Yeah, it's $8 right now. Okay, so we should also play some tutors. Because this deck, we have 2 creature tutors, but this deck is trying to combo as well. So we need our Diabolic.
Chain of Smog is how much mana?
2 mana. So
we muddle the mixture. The best counter spell ever.
No, we're black, Derek. We don't need to run that garbage.
I did muddle the mixture, though, my dude. What are you talking about? It's a counter spell.
How much is Grim Tutor? Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me.
Tutors are good.
Diabolic. Okay.
Should also get like our counterspell package in here too.
Yes, I want to run a good amount of tutors because the deck kind of needs it. Like a lot of these that dump them don't like exactly work for like the combos we're going for. It will work with Chain of Smog if we like entomb a Chain of Smog and play like an Archaeomancer or something, you know. But we are running both of these, which is good. I'm so glad he's $2 again. That's so great. He was like $8 for the longest time. The Runescar Demon.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so randomly stupid.
He says I own a demonic, so there we go. We have a demonic tutor.
We could put that in. Okay. Sure.
You mean demonic or diabolic? Like the 2 mana one or the 4 mana one? He might have a demonic. I think he's got some good cards like that.
I wouldn't be surprised. Also, this deck is good with diabolic intent. Let's see how much that is. $7 now. That's not bad. What do we think about this? Diabolic intent. He means demonic. He was right. It was demonic.
This is when you sack a creature, the tutor, right?
Yep.
That's not too bad.
Okay, but I think that's fine because we should get into the. Well,
Our
we got
spells.
yes, but we also need to make sure that there's ramp as well. But let's get the spells first. So let's get counterspell. Arcane denial.
We get disallow.
Disallow. I love a baleful mastery. Uh, actually, exile stuff in this deck. You know what? I'm gonna say that baleful mastery is bad in this deck.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather kill it, right? And then it goes to the
Yeah.
graveyard and I can reanimate it. So Curtain's Call, the one that kills two.
Okay.
Not that baleful mastery is bad, but I like the killing because that we can reanimate their creatures. So Curtain's Call. What else is good? That like a Hero's Downfall. Like, is there anything else that's come out that I'm not thinking of? Infernal Grasp. That's just better, right? Does that hit Planeswalker as well? No, that's just creature. But Hero's Downfall. When you're a control deck, you want like a lot of interaction anyway. So
especially things that hit like multiple things too.
So like a negate, I guess.
Oh, we run the counter squall because it's negate better.
Counter Squall? What are you talking about?
It's exactly negate except they lose a life.
Oh, right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
And it's the same thing but more life.
Yes, exactly. And then you want to know what's cool for this deck? The force that no one plays.
Oh, Demon's Disciple. I forgot about that one. So it's like Playcrafter, except
Despair.
they can also hit Planeswalkers.
Destroy all creatures that enters the battlefield this turn.
I like that one.
Well, what'd you say, Derek? Sorry, what was it?
Demon's Disciple is another ETB sacrifice.
Oh yes, yes. It also hits
Planeswalker.
Planeswalkers. Yes. Sublime Epiphany. It's an ETB deck.
You know, could we play Braids in this? Because we could end up sacking the creatures and then reanimating them and sacking them again. Or is that, you think that's too much? Because if they don't sack, that's a lot of good potential draw.
With how light we are on like some reanimation, I don't like want to sack them all the time. I think where Scarab God is best is like if your ETB deck is just running well, then he's like a backup. He's like your Seasons Pass, you know? Or like stealing their creatures is where he like works the best, right? So like
Okay.
I don't think we need that. Should we play any more Blink, or do you think we're good? We have Ghostly Flicker, we have the Thassa, we have Conjurer's Closet. Okay. Okay, what's the price at? We're at 215. Okay, so we still got some space for some heat. All right.
If we're also like kind of playing off our turn, maybe like it's still worth running like a Blue Sun, just to like sit there and like, all right, we'll wait.
That's also another payoff for Peregrine Drake. So,
or Torment of Hailfire is also a good way to win the game with a lot of mana.
Are we gonna be that deck? I don't think this is that deck.
You don't think so?
No, I think this deck is more likely to win with the Blue Suns than... Because we're not, like, doing Cabal shenanigans. The most that's really going to put us ahead on, like, mana is this. And that's it. That's all we play, really. I don't think we're a Torment deck. But Blue Sun, definitely. Because, again, it's another win con as well. Because we just decked them. The classic. Before we got 5 ways to win without, needing to. But I'm going to put Thassa's Oracle and Demonic Constellation in the maybe board. But if you play those, you have to change your land base, just so you know.
Oh, what about just a straight Phyrexian arena? I know like blue draws really well, but like I really like an arena.
No, we're definitely playing stuff like that. I didn't add okay. So yes, Phyrexian arena. How much is Black Market? Because I think it actually is getting a reprint. Hold on. Someone told me. Let's go. 15. That's not bad. I think that's worth it.
Yeah, that card is cracked.
And then a Ristic Study, obviously. This deck needs one. It's a control deck. You have to play Ristic Study. Oh, maybe I lied.
It's funny. It's funny he just picked one up too, but I think he put it in a different deck.
Well, it's going in the maybe board for right now. It's $40. How much is Cyclonic Rift?
Oh yeah, Cyclonic Rift is kind of bonkers. It just got reprinted again. All right, Marty, how do you feel about it?
Well, let's go in the maybe for right now, because we can add more in, like I said. Because we're at 230 right now. We still need to do our ramp as well. I think we're good on the interaction, because a lot of the creatures interact as well.
Mm-hmm.
But we still need to fit our ramp, and it's got to be artifact ramp, pretty much. Unless we want to play like a Burnished Heart.
Nah, I know we could reuse it. I think Burnished Heart's really expensive to use. I'd rather just do Mana Rock.
This is definitely a Gilded Lotus deck. Thran Dynamo. We need all the big ones.
Gilded Lotus.
Yeah, I got Gilded Lotus.
Fortunately, they're all pretty inexpensive.
The Throne and the Throne and Scepter might be a little bit too much.
They're also work better in monocolors, but I guess it could kind of work.
Well, if our land base is going to be budget in 2 colors, it could work. I think
Scepter's not too bad.
Yeah, Scepter's only $6. Maybe like a Nyx Lotus. Like we are going to have a lot of pips. You know how strong that can be, and for how cheap it is, it doesn't matter that it enters tap. We just need a lot of mana sinks because a lot of them just have high colorless costs. So it's kind of just like playing a Guy's Cradle in this deck at worst. But okay, so we need our Talisman and our Signet. So Talisman
and Soul Ring.
I got Soul Ring. Which one is it? It's this one.
Yeah.
Oh, are they all getting reprinted? Because they are.
Yeah, that's from Mirrors of Markov. Yeah.
Nice.
That's nice because they were, remember that was like the $15 one for the longest time.
Okay, and then we need the Dimir Signet.
I think it actually might be worth running a Felwar Stone because if some of our opponent's creatures have activated abilities, we could use Felwar Stone to be able to activate them.
Makes sense to me. Arcane Signet.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now we got to get into the lands. Because I think that's good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And Black Market Connections is 12.
Do we get Thought Vessel? I still think it might be worth running.
I got Thought Vessel.
Okay.
Yeah.
So definitely Command Tower.
Wait, hold on. Let me think about this really quick. Okay, so Gary's our only life gain, really. How much is Twilight Prophet right now? I've been a huge fan of that card.
It did get reprinted, so...
Let's go!
Yeah,
$1?
Remember when it was like $40?
Oh, man. I love extra draws in a control deck. The One Ring as well, right? We're playing the One Ring. It's like $60.
Yeah.
No, he wishes. We all wish. Okay, so lands. Command Tower. Definitely not Urborg. It's too expensive. Okay. And then let's check appeal. 249. Okay, we got some money. All right. We
You know what would
want.
also be a great one, but it's really expensive, is Tishana's Tidebinder. That card is cracked. Have you seen what people have done with it?
Yeah, it has been really good, but it's like $20.
Yeah.
It's played in a lot of formats. So what are we putting in like Morphic Pool? What else are we playing?
Oh, so we got that.
Morphic Pool's $15. Are we
Oh
gonna play
wow,
that? How
we
much
could
is
put
Water Grave? How much is that down to?
Watery Grave might be cheaper, honestly.
Not much.
No.
Maybe board. We could definitely play the Painland, Underground River.
Mhm. Sunken Ruins is $20. What happened with Demir that their prices for everything went up?
I guess I don't know. Maybe.
And Drowned Catacombs.
Yep. The Reveal Land, I guess. The Snarl. They don't have a Snarl. I forgot. But they do have a bicycle, right? Don't they? They have a Tango or a bicycle.
They have Sunken Hollow is the
That's
Tango. Shipwreck Marsh is pretty cheap, relatively speaking. We can run Temple of Deceit for the Scryland.
Pathway.
Yeah, it is Clearwater Pathway.
$7.
Yeah, I mean they're pretty good. I mean we could play Tainted Isle. I mean if we're probably gonna end up running a lot of basics.
Yes, my favorite land, Tainted Isle.
Yeah, that's right. You touched that taint.
No. Anything else?
Um, and that's tapped. We got Choked Estuary as the reveal land. I guess. We can also run a Myriad Landscape. Oh, and same argument for one Exotic Orchard for our opponents.
Okay.
Yeah, wow, Demir lands have gotten annoyingly, and we got Drowned Catacombs. Yep. It's funny because like out of like the untapped dual lands, like Watery Grave is actually like kind of the cheapest out of all of them.
Mm-hmm.
That's so weird. Because Watery Grave is like 11. Because I guess they just did a whole bunch of reprints. Morphic Pool's 14. Underground River is pretty cheap. I mean, Path of Ancestry isn't like the word. I can't believe Sunken Ruins is that much. Like, who's playing Sunken Ruins and what deck?
Got me.
Because that's the filter land. We could play a really bad land with River of Tears.
No, I hate that land.
Yeah.
Okay. Bajuka Bog.
Yeah, we can play Bog. And we got Reliquary Tower in there, right?
Mystic Sanctuary? Yes.
I guess we could play. I would say Castle Lochthwain, maybe. Or maybe like, what about like an Ophelia Drown Yard? Just maybe if you have nothing to do, you could mill someone or yourself at the end of the turn, just to maybe hit something to reanimate. But it just feels weird because you could also just cast it if you just drew it for your turn. So it would be like other people.
Yeah, not big into that.
Yeah.
I think.
Can we make Mystic Sanctuary work? Do we have enough islands?
Well, yeah, we didn't add the more. I just wanted to look at the colors first before we added more. So 35 versus 66. Damn.
Yeah, graveyard tends to be, and creature removal tends to be high on the black side.
Then maybe no.
Yeah, then maybe not because we want to keep it more on the black side.
Well, we're probably still gonna have enough, honestly. I guess not, honestly.
I guess Sunken Ruins has just always been that much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's mostly just Commander. It looks like plays it because I'm looking. It says there's a very few Dimir controls in Modern, and then some living index. But
Okay, so we got $30 to fit in. Okay, what's down here? What do we want to fit?
Cyclonic Rift is so good, especially in the control in a control game. Like,
We also have ways to get it back too, so it seems worth. Oh, Derek, Panharmonicon, what are we doing?
oh yeah, I was thinking about it. I was wondering if we wanted to go that route.
There's also blue things that yes, the whole deck is like ETBs, right?
Okay, yeah, we could do. All right, Panharmonicon.
Uh, isn't there a blue guy that does it now as well, right? There's like a new card that does it. It's like a
It's the adventure card.
isn't it the
Uh,
Virtue, right?
yeah, it's one of the virtue. It's the blue virtue, I think.
I think it's expensive though. Nope, it's only $4.
If a permanent entering the battlefield causes a trigger, but a permanent you control the trigger. Yeah.
Seems good in here. We're gonna have to cut down on money though, because it's at 311. Uh. Hmm.
Remember, the demonic tutor takes up $40, and he already has one.
Oh, that's right. So we would technically be under, but we could just keep it like this.
Yeah,
It's
let's
fine.
try and push it.
Okay, so we'll just gotta make cuts. We gotta cut 14 cards. Okay, so anything in the artifacts? Not really.
So what'd you say?
Anything in the artifacts? Everything looks kind of good.
Yeah, no, I agree.
We're also only running 30 creatures, so I don't know which ones we would want to cut. What are we thinking?
Mm. I mean, we are an ETB deck, so we kind of want creatures. So like, I don't really cut anything here.
I kind of agree. Uh, hmm.
All right, so so maybe the dumping cards like Buried Alive and Entomb and Vile and Tumor, because like remember we don't true reanimate, we exile reanimate, which makes blinking them for the combos like not work.
Maybe Final Parting is still good. Because it's puts something in the grave and then.
Yeah, at worst we could get like something good and then dump like a thing we don't care about to
Yeah, I guess
reanimate.
I guess we don't have to play those. So we can
And then
cut.
that means
We
we
can
could
cut.
probably also get rid of the Violent Tumor.
Yes, and the.
Because we're not super hard into reanimation spells.
Well, it's just getting things in our grave. It's like getting free spells into our grave to use with their commander, but.
Well, they're not
And
free
then
because it's like 4 mana.
I guess this as well, or you want to keep this one?
Show me for a card put into your.
Wait, did
Oh,
I
it puts
cut
into
Bar-
your graveyard
Did
though.
I cut Buried Alive? Hold on.
Yeah,
Okay, good.
yeah. Maybe we cut him too, and we just go like tutor stuff into our hand because we still want like the ETB stuff we want to happen, and if they
Mhm.
die or get removed, we could just do it again. If it, we don't want to hit our combo pieces, and that's the things that like those cards tutor for.
Mhm.
How many more cards do we have to cut?
9.
9. Okay. We have a lot of removal in our creatures, so like I don't think spell removal is as cool as great. Like, I like Curtain Call because it hits more things.
Then definitely Torrential Gearhulk gets out.
Yeah, we could get Gear Hulk. He's just kind of a cool big boy, but like yeah, we don't
Uh,
have a ton. He's cool with the counter spells, but yeah,
I
whatever.
guess Grass can come out and Downfall.
I like Downfall because it still hits Planeswalkers.
Right, but I think I don't know. I think Force of I don't know. I guess we. It feels
But
kind of.
that's like a board wipe though, and I think board wipes are good.
I do like this because it hits 2
Mm.
though. That's not
And then we
bad.
also have our counter spells for other things. I think that's fine. Like 11 spells is still pretty good. If anything, maybe we could cut one of the ETB sack boys because sacrificing sometimes isn't as great as targeting. They're good early on, but then if we are controlling the board, they do become really, really strong.
Yeah, I've never been a huge fan of them honestly. I guess the Playcrafter can stay for now.
Because it still has at least a little extra utility on it. Yeah.
Maybe considering we're not going crazy, like the animate gets cut, but it feels really
No,
good in there.
I still like those, yeah.
Uh,
Because it gives you could play a little bit aggressive with creatures like offensively and defensively because you could get them back.
we definitely need both of those.
Mhm.
Maybe we just
I don't-
cut Deluge.
All right, you know what? We also have a lot. We have like 3, 4 board wipes, 5 with Cyclonic Rift.
Do you want to cut Deluge?
Yeah, because I think life could be a little bit of an issue.
And then also Dread Return. Do you like
Okay,
that or
yeah.
no?
No, we could get rid of that one. That one's just okay.
Uh,
Yeah, I think
I
we're
forgot we have Feed the Swarm down here too.
yeah. So we have a lot of like black
Maybe
targeted
cut
removal.
one of the tutors, and it's probably this one. Because
Like we're playing less out of our graveyard.
we have a lot of them. And do we still like Victimize or no?
No, I think we care less about that now. We get victimized.
Okay.
That's like if we're going harder into reanimation graveyard shenanigans. I think we're playing more like in control. Like we want to actually play our creatures and then potentially reanimate them. So like 2 cards.
You know, it's one that for Diluvian Primordial is a fun one, but I'm gonna put that in the maybe word.
I've cut him out of a bunch of the decks when I'm looking for space because sometimes like I get in a situation where like a person has like 2 it's like there's 2 counter spells in 2 different decks and then like a ramp spell. I'm like I'm gonna spend 7 mana just to get a ramp spell and that's it. Like it sometimes it gets awkward.
Yeah. I don't want to cut any more creatures. 26 is already light for an ETB deck.
Yeah.
So it's definitely coming out of all the other stuff.
Maybe it is the force because we do have a lot of other board wipes.
Yeah. This also is kind of removal as well, the -3.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we still have 4 board wipes. And then we have the creature ones. So there's Massacre Worm, which isn't always going to work. And then there's
But remember also that the bottom effect of that could actually kill
yes,
people
I know. And then we have the Prismaris for 1 player.
until we blink it again. Because remember, we do have 2 like blinkers
Yes, we got Conjurer's Closet and
and Thassa.
and then we also have the Panharmonicon.
Mm-hmm.
And all of these are ET beads, so are there like any brain dead like should we be playing like a Venzer?
The bounce fencer. I mean, I like fencer because it also hits spells, so it kind of takes a it's not kind of the same place as a. Plus, if we have our infinite combo going, it lets us bounce the entire person's board.
Capsize is good for bouncing entire boards. Because I just don't want him to run into a situation where like he doesn't draw enough creatures, you know. Because 27 is really light for a deck that's supposed to be like ETB oriented, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, what other one? I'm like going brain dead on blue creatures right now.
No, I don't really cut any of these though.
Let me. No, I'm not cutting any of these. Is what I'm talking about. Let me look at my Urion deck. No, not that.
Hey, there's a lot of good blue ECB stuff. Yeah.
When did we make Urion? It was a while ago. Oh, Deadeye Navigator. Duh.
Oh yeah, we do that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, playing copy creatures as well. Not it doesn't have to be Sakashima, but we could play like Glasspool Mimic. There's also Teferi is really good in these kind of decks as well. Like giving creatures flash and they can't respond. Like we could, like I said, we could play copy stuff. Like Clever Impersonator is probably not bad. We could do that one, maybe. I don't think any of these are legendary, right? Other than Sidisi
and Shadowheart, but we really she doesn't really do anything if I have a copy of her.
Clever Impersonator. And then there's Teferi. I mean, I love Teferi. I know we got a couple more cards, but I want to make sure that, like, you know, the deck plays ETB. And then, is there... Hold on, not this one. Is there anything over here that we missed? No, we got that. Ghostly Flicker. Yeah. Time War. Nope. Yeah.
Also completely forgot about Phyrexian Ingester.
Phyrexian Ingester?
But it is only creatures, but I think we have enough creature removal. And also to exiles, and we don't want to exile, that's right.
Well, not like it's bad. Like, we are going to run into things that, you know, have to be exiled. But, like, we have other ways to get around that. Like, we have Rift, you know? But yeah, okay. So now we got to cut 5 cards, but I think it's worth it because 30 creatures feels a lot better for an ETB deck. Like, I'd rather cut, like, on some of the instant removal than, you know...
Yeah, we have a lot of ways to kill creatures, so maybe, like, we don't need it in spell form as much, because, like, going 1-for-1... I like Curtain's Call, but I guess... maybe
no,
also,
I love Curtain's Call, Derek, but, you know...
Maybe we just do cut out the Animate Dead It's cool for one time, but like I guess maybe it's just we're so not into that strategy now. Just
I
maybe
care
we just
more
never.
about the Phyrexian Reclamation. If they die,
Yeah,
we can just reanimate them, and then our general is just like another way to enforce the ETB. And like now we have way more ETB, and I feel better about it. Is there a better drawer than Baleful Strix?
no, not for 2 mana. They start at 3 mana, or there's one that has Hideaway that when it leaves, you get the card. What's that card called?
We could also play the Seagate Oracle, right? Like the one that gets to look at 2 cards, right?
Yeah, it's Watcher of Tomorrows. So when
That's
it's the Hideaway, you look at the top 4, you get one, and whenever he leaves the battlefield, you get the card. But it's only if he leaves. So
and
if it
we're
stays,
not playing like a ton of ways to get them out of the field.
yeah, yeah,
We're only playing 3 ways to blink. 4 ways, because Ghostly
because
Flicker.
Cloudkin Seer is the thing that draws when it ETBs, and it has flying. And Seagate Oracle looks at the top 2. Thibblethip also, I believe, draws when he
I think
enters.
I'd prefer to play Seagate Oracle over a Baleful Strix, because it looks at more cards. Right?
The weapon?
Seagate Oracle over Baleful Strix?
No, I like Baleful Strix because the Death Touch also makes it pseudo removal.
Then maybe we just play them both? Because I just like looking at more cards. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, now we gotta cut 3 cards. Alright, we don't, like, have to play the Walk the Aeons combo. I mean, it is especially good now that we have Deadeye Navigator. Because, like, we draw our whole deck, we make infinite mana with Paragon Drake. Also, I'm going to put Palinchron in the sideboard because this deck would want to play both of them, but you got to buy both of them.
Yeah. And isn't the whale? There's also a whale that does it too.
Yeah, Great Whale, or whatever it's called. Uh, I don't know. So down here said we're playing more black, right? Okay, it's gone up a bit.
Oh, now it's even. It's like kind of even now.
I'm gonna put a Mystic Sanctuary in.
All right.
Okay. This is tough. This is tough. I mean, Sidisi doesn't work like the best with the whole ETB thing. Because you have to sacrifice a creature every time.
And maybe also with Phyrexian Delver, because maybe oh, but he puts it in play for real though. It's not like it goes away. We could cut Sidisi.
2 more cards.
Got Agent of Treachery is so annoying.
11.
Maybe we don't. I know Training Ground's really cool, but what if
we can cut 1 piece of ramp because we have 13 pieces of ramp. Which would probably be.
I say Scepter, because Scepter sometimes if we don't have enough lands, that's not going to work.
We do have 12, like basically 12 of each. So
I know, but I'm just saying you have
actually
all of them.
13 of each.
Well, no, because it's by its card name, isn't it?
Yeah, but if we're have half swamp, half islands, then it's a good chance. Yeah.
I'm just saying because there's also a chance it couldn't happen, but
It's so good though. It's so good though. Okay. Put a slime counter on target creature. Becomes a 2/2. Okay.
what about Training Ground? Because I don't think we're gonna be like reanimating like 10 creatures a turn, you know?
Yeah. Okay.
All right, cool. And we're still pretty decently under budget too. That's a do nothing hand.